Hi, Professor Nugent. This is Julie Miller. We're your Social Work 304 class. I'm doing the video for informed consent. What I've chosen to do is I'm already a CASA, and I've been doing that for a little while, so I'm going to use that scenario for my video. So my practice buddy here is going to be a client that I'm meeting for the first time as their CASA volunteer. So here we go. Hey, my name is Julie Miller. I've been sent to you by the court as a CASA volunteer. CASA stands for Court Appointed Special Advocate, and I work through the Child Advocacy Center called Junior's House here in our town. And my reason for being here is the situation where you were removed from the home for your parents making meth in the home. I know you've been placed with your grandmother, and the whole reason I'm here is to advocate for you. That you are my priority. You are what I will be working for. This job is voluntary. I am not DCS. I am not the law. I don't work for any kind of thing like that. I'm here as a volunteer. I don't even get paid to do this. I'm here because I care about you and what happens to you. So that's why I'm here. One thing you need to know is that everything you tell me stays between you and me. And your confidentiality and everything that goes on between what we say to each other stays with me. The only time that I would ever have to go outside of that is if you tell me about any kind of child abuse, any kind of sexual abuse, anything illegal, things like that. But my whole job is to be here for you, and because you're what's important, and you're important to me, and that's why I'm here. Do you have any questions about that before we talk a little bit?
What? Why do I have to live with my grandmother? I'm 17. Why can't I live at my friend's house?
Okay. Well, when we went to court after what happened with your parents, the judge decided instead of you going into foster care or something that they would try to find a family member for you to stay with, one that's appropriate and one that's safe for you. And it was deemed appropriate for you to go stay with your grandmother right now, unless other arrangements need to be made. So right now, that's the court-appointed decision that you'd stay with your grandmother. Is everything going okay with your grandmother?
She makes me come home from school, and she won't let me go out on the weekends like my parents did. I feel sort of like a prisoner. I mean, we get along okay, but she just sort of treats me like a kid, and I'm almost 18.
When you say that she treats you like a kid, what do you mean?
Well, she tells me when I have to go to bed. She tells me when I have to be home. She tells me I can't go out with my friends. And before, I could pretty much come and go as I pleased when I was staying with my parents.
Had you had a relationship with your grandmother prior to this? Did you see her?
Yeah, we would see her like on weekends and stuff like that, or we'd go over to her house and eat.
How did that go?
It went fine.
Okay. Do you have any other issues with your grandmother? Sounds to me like she's trying to look after your best interests and do what she thinks best for you right now. The thing she's doing is just to protect you and do what's best for you. I know it's hard at your age to, especially if you've had a little more freedom up to this point, to see that kind of change might be what's best. But it sounds to me like she's trying to do what's right for you. Can you?
I know she probably means best, but it's boring.
Just not what you're used to?
No, it's not what I'm used to. I'm used to having my games, which I had to leave at the house because of the meth, and I'm used to being able to go out with my friends even if it's late, and sometimes I just stay over at their house if it got too late. My parents never really worried.
So your life is not only changed just location, but everything that you had beforehand, you had to leave behind. So this is a whole new scenario for you, whole new environment.
Pretty much, the police wouldn't let me take anything.
Right. Well, do you have questions about that? Do you understand why they made you leave things behind?
No, they explained it to me. I get it.
Okay. Well, just remember that's for your own safety. It's not because anybody's trying to punish you or that you've done anything wrong, but that is for your own safety. I know that this has got to be a lot for you to try to understand right now. You've got a lot go on. So, do you have any questions for me regarding what happens from here, or what my role is for you, what I can and cannot do for you as your CASA? Do you understand what a CASA is? Did I
I
explain it
understand
enough?
what you're here for. And what will happen if both my parents go to jail and they're in there until after my 18th birthday?
It's a really, really good question, and can tell you've really been thinking about this, and I don't blame you. For now, this is the arrangement that you have, and depending on what the judge decides, that's how what your arrangement will be. Whether it's to stay with your grandmother if that's what's deemed best, or if there's a chance that if your parents were to go to jail, if they were to have to participate in any kind of rehab or something, and whether or not it's deemed safe for you to go back with them. The judge is never going to do anything that he doesn't think is best for you. So just know that he very much considers what he thinks is best for you, because he's a juvenile judge. He's the one that appointed me to you because it matters. And what happens to you matters. Where often with the DCS and other agencies, although they do a fantastic job, they get overwhelmed. So having a CASA is somebody that's there to advocate right there on the front line for you. So I'll be there, and you can always count on me. If you have questions or concerns, if you're afraid, if you just need someone to talk to, that is the whole reason that I'm here, and no other reason. I'm not here to advocate for your parents or your family, your grandmother, although I care what happens to them because it directly affects you. My job is you. So just know that where we go from here will be carefully considered, and you're not just another name or another number, that you matter, and I care what happens.
All right.
We're at 8.5 minutes, so I guess we better cut it short. So hope that's okay. Thanks.